All In Games, Goblin Studio, Graffiti Games, Head Up, Hype Train Digital, Neon Doctrine, Raw Fury, Thunderful, and White Thorn Games.
Good job.
I did it.
And we've also teamed up with Valve to showcase the games on Steam in order to support these devs. So be sure to check out the Guerrilla Collective event page on Steam, where you can learn more about these games.
Yeah, yesterday
buy the games that are available now, and add
there
the
was
games
not
to
a
your
lot
wish
of like a good big announcements, but I still wishlisted some of the
Steam
games
event page, which is on the Guerrilla Collective
showed.
website, GuerrillaCollective.com.
So yeah, today there is
It was good.
couple different
Shout out to our broadcasting
events.
partners for supporting and hosting the stream.
We're gonna be watching them. We're gonna be playing games in between.
If it wasn't for your guys' help, this would not.
I have no
been
idea what they
possible.
can show on
But
the
enough
Guerrilla
lip
Collective stuff.
smacking and yakking. Let's get started with
We'll
a
see.
few brand new exclusive indie titles and an update from a game that we're all looking forward to checking out. I know you can't wait. Can you?
Nope.
Definitely not. Let's go.
Later tonight is Ubisoft, I'm pretty sure. So who knows? I mean,
Hi everyone, I'm
it's hard
Gina,
to like
community
Ubisoft,
manager
but
at
still maybe they're
IndieWorks.
gonna show something
We're
cool.
so excited to be able to show you
And
this
tomorrow is
gameplay sneak peek
Xbox,
of
tomorrow is
Aragami
all
2,
the big
our
stuff.
second game, arriving September 17th on PC, Xbox One and Series, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5.
Okay,
Aragami 2 is a third-person stealth game where you play as an assassin
there
with
is
the
like a
power
weird
to control
stutter.
the
Maybe it's the
shadows.
stream, maybe it's the game.
As part of your clan,
But it
you
looks
have to fight
decent.
the invader armies to protect your people.
This
and
looks
find
cool,
a cure
kinda.
to the evil that
What
afflicts
up,
you.
what up?
The
Yeah,
main
we're gonna be
pillars
watching
of
more
Aragami 2
E3
are
streams
stealth in
today.
its core, all new combat mechanics,
Playing
and the
some
robust
games in
co-op
between.
multiplayer system. This goes along with a newly
This
designed
doesn't look
character
bad. I
progression,
mean,
customization,
there is like a
and
weird
wide
lag, but
variety
it
of
could be the
abilities
stream.
and shadow powers, so each player can live this new story
With those
in their own way.
presentations, it's like always
Stealth
you
is
can't
the
be
heart of
100%
Aragami 2,
sure, because
and we
you can
wanted
see
the
like a
player
laggy
to
mess,
actually feel like an
and it makes the
ninja,
game
to
look
be
bad,
fast
but
and
then
agile, to use
it's not the dev's
environment
fault,
in
it's the
favor,
presentation.
And the shadow powers to feel more organic.
Remember
Now,
back
you
in the
can
day when they
navigate
would
through the
like
map in
do
a
the
more
actual
fast and
E3 with
responsive way.
audience,
You can double jump, you can use
they
dash
had
and
like a
shadow leap
laptop
while
that
in the
couldn't
air.
handle
You
the
can hold onto
presentation,
walls and ledges.
and all the
The whole
presentations would
experience
lag
of
and crash.
character movement is fun
It
and
was
gratifying.
embarrassing. I mean, it doesn't really look like something fresh and new.
Also introduced
There's a lot of
special
games
stealth
like
covers,
this
so now the character can
that
interact with
are
the
doing it
special
probably
props,
better because
like
they're
tall grass,
AAA,
bushes, and other vision
like
occluding
Ghost of
areas
Tsushima last
in
time.
order to acquire special stealth behaviors
But it doesn't look
and
bad for an
permitting
indie game.
contextual kills and KOs.
I mean, yeah. Yesterday there was a lot of
As for the shadow powers, we maintain some
filler
of the
on
original
E3,
ones
not
and
really a
added
lot of
bunch
interesting
more,
stuff.
as well as abilities and items.
But I did wishlist like 3 or 4 games on Steam. I can read out the titles or show you the trailers. They also
Let's now
showed that
check
they are
out
still
some
working on the Harold Hollywood
Since
game
Aragami 2
that
is
I'm really
stealth
looking
game,
forward.
we challenge
It's apparently
ourselves
coming
to
out
create
this
a
year.
combat system based on
It's fully
supernatural
made.
ninja skills, which
It's a
also
fully
encourages
handmade
stealth
game
over brute force.
with like
We
materials
thought the
and
best way to achieve this
clay
was to
and
keep
stuff
our
like that.
character agile and
and they
skillful
then take
movement,
pictures of
which
everything.
empowers subterfuge
It's
and
super
stealth us
unique
out
looking.
instead of a lot of strength, and also reinforcing the feeling
Mobile
of
it
being
could be,
outnumbered by the
I
enemy.
mean, in today's era,
That's all for now. Thanks for watching.
phones
and
can
we hope
handle
to
so
have you
many
embarking
games,
on this
I mean,
journey on September 17th.
a game looking like it's a mobile game doesn't really say much these days. Like all the Fortnite and Battle Royales, PUBG, all that stuff is on phones, so... Side scroller. How about a firefighter? That's kinda cool. Okay, okay. the audio levels are so different on every single trailer. So you have to give me feedback. Yeah, this game looks kind of cool. Very simple but cool. Fire Girl. For an indie side scroller, this looks kind of cool. Yeah. The B-boy dancing in fire. Okay, the graphics on this look decent. Oh, yikes. Okay. The game looked totally different a second ago. That's when you want to see why you want to see the gameplay always. The actual gameplay, not the gameplay trailer. Yeah, a second ago when they showed this world, it looked way better. It's a puzzle game. Okay. Wow, what a tough puzzle. Hack and slash with puzzles. I'm lowering the audio more and more, and it's so loud. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna lower it a little for myself, so I don't yell at you guys. I don't want to lower it too much because I'm gonna forget later on when we play games, but I'm gonna try to do it live with each trailer. One day I'm gonna have to switch to like to having a mixer, better sound quality, and all the knobs you can turn to change effects and volume. That would be nice. That's like a expensive setup though. That's like something when you are actually a full-time streaming, probably you should care about your sound like that. Okay, they didn't show too much about this game. Oh, it's not over yet. What is this trailer? Okay. That was weird. That was like... This picture looks cool. That makes me interested, but they didn't really get my attention with the trailer. Oh, this is a commercial. That game already came out. Black hole guy, yeah. The picture with the art looked cool, but...
Hello, my name's Josh Sullivan and I'm a designer on BPM Bullets Per Minute. BPM is a roguelike rhythm first-person shooter game where all of your actions
2 games like
and
this
the
that came
actions
out
of
at
your
the same
enemies
time.
are tied to the beat of our epic rock opera
2
soundtrack.
BPM shooters.
Everything you do in BPM is tied to the beat of the music. This
I should
includes
probably play
shooting
that.
and reloading
Looks
your weapon.
fun. I like rhythm games and
See how satisfying that sounds?
shooters, so...
Your goal is to reach the end of our procedurally generated dungeons, collecting different weapons, abilities,
Why is this
and
looking
items
so bad?
each time you play.
I've
These
seen
weapons
people
and
play this game, it
abilities
doesn't
can
look like this.
radically alter
The stream
way you
looks
play,
bad.
making each playthrough unique.
It's like all
As the
washed
enemies
out,
are
the
also
colors
tied
are
to the
like
beat of the
acidy.
music, fighting them can become an epic rhythm battle.
Yeah, there's something
making
wrong
you,
with the stream.
player, feel like you're taking part in the soundtrack itself through your actions.
Or this trailer. The game doesn't look like this, it looks better.
Clearing each room will reward you with loot. The better you handle
It's all just
clearing
yellow
the room,
and
the
weird.
better the reward. Each floor has either
Unless the
an
console
armory
version
or a
looks like this.
library,
Like, see the
where you can
shadows?
buy cool new weapons or find exciting,
entire thing is messed
game-changing
up.
abilities that make slaying enemies to the beat even more satisfying. You can also find shops to purchase useful items for your run. Unfortunately, you cannot
Maybe it's
pet
the
bird.
trailer, but I mean...
Maybe next time, though. Each floor has its own boss and attacks in a unique way that you must learn to exploit if you want to succeed.
Yeah, that just looks weird. My eyes hurt from this.
Finishing off a boss is a dramatic musical crescendo that you, the player, are in full control of executing. BPM is out now on PC, but is coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One this summer. We can't wait to see you slay the
all the
hordes
colors
of
are like
Helheim
removed.
to the beat.
I don't know, that was a weird one. I know the game is cool because I've seen people play it, but I don't know why it looks like this. Maybe it's the console version that looks like this. That would be ridiculous though. Okay. We see some combat. With the side scrollers, it's always a hit or miss. Side scrollers, it's either like I immediately know that it's either gonna be like a dev that making a first game ever and it's super boring, not unique, or it's a cool idea. But they just don't have the resources to make like a AAA super good graphics. There's a lot of like the Dead Cells, for example. I never played that, but I've seen people play it. Games like Dead Cells, for example, super well made side scrollers. And then there is so many games when people are just like run from left to right the game. No, but there is some combat here, they showed. Akatori. Okay. Oh no, violence and blood. Hey, what is this like scuffed Realm of the Mud God? Same font, wait. Is this Realm of the Mud God? No, there would be more players. Bob Carnage. Is this a ripoff? They even use the same colors and font. Or is this the same devs? The items look similar. And the knight and stuff. Okay. Unless it's the same devs that looked very, very...
And I'm Hannah Lee, and we are Humble Grove.
Strongly either inspired or just stolen from Realm of the Mud God. Like the same item, same font. I'm not saying people can do like similar games,
No
but
Longer
still...
Home is a story game
they're very, very, very similar.
University and anticipating what comes next, while struggling with borders, self-identity, and longing for domesticity.
Oh god. I have this every day. I don't want to play this as a video game. Come on.
In No Longer Home, you play as non-binary protagonists Bo and Zhao, who are based off Cell and myself. You'll explore an intimate flat filled with everyday objects. Delve into Bo and Zhao's thoughts and insights, and mold your interpretation of the characters through branching, multiple-choice dialogue.
The events in this game are based off our own experiences, and many of the characters and stories are based off people we know in real life. At the time, we were feeling disillusioned with education. Disoriented and not sure what to do next, Bo and Al try to figure out their place in the world.
Yeah, that's a pass for me. It's literally a real-life simulator. Who wants to play that? Depression simulator. Okay, what is this though?
Making this project, we wanted to celebrate the magic of everyday domestic mundanity, like having barbecues, playing video games, and staying up late just talking in bed.
Hannah and I started work on No Longer Home 6 years ago, after we graduated university. We met on the same course, and during the last year, we moved in together.
After graduation, I unfortunately had to go back to Japan. How do you say goodbye to a place? We started making No Longer Home as a way to stay in touch, but it rapidly grew as we realized how much we had to talk about and all the feelings we had to process. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. No Longer Home will be launching later this year, so please don't forget to wishlist on Steam.
Yeah. If it's for you, then I'm happy for you. Not for me, though.
Man, Origami 2 is looking so fantastic. I need some of that stealth action in my life.
Yep, and Fire Girl, that looks pretty unique too. Up next,
They have this fire beat in the background.
And swordplay popping off in the next segment with an update
Playing from the beginning of the presentation.
Classic, and a new entry in the hybrid puzzle and strategy realm. Guard your loot and upgrade your boots, because we're about to slap you in the face with a spike ball mace.
Bars.
See, this is how they should be doing presentations. Couple of words, and show the gameplay trailers. What is this? Oh my god, it's so loud, Jesus. 2D Witcher? Yo, this looks kinda cool. Super loud trailer. But cool. Okay, okay. See, this looks interesting. Castlevania vibe. Kinda like a Witcher thing going on. Some Dark Souls. Tak, 3 nadal trwa. Dopiero największe prezentacje są od dzisiaj, jutro. Jutro jest Xbox. Yo, this looks cool. Okay, that's a cool indie game. This is something I could play. Hunt the Night. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna be trying to adjust the volume on the go. Some of the trailers are so loud. And I had the volume increased from yesterday, or from 2 days ago, when the presentation was super quiet. Interesting. Oh, a Russian game. Oh, it's a card game. Oh. I'm not a big fan of like. I mean, I did play Hearthstone a lot and all those different games in the past, but Black Rook or Book. Huh. Yeah. I'd much rather have like a turn-based game than using cards. It kinda takes the immersion away from me when you use cards to fight. Another one. See, I'd much rather have like options what attack should I use than using cards. And this looks like a copy of Slay the Spire or whatever it was called. Oh, it has what the fuck? Okay. This looked like super strong mobile vibes. The combination of cards and falling crystals or whatever you want to call it. Perfect world. Dungeons & Dragons.
Greetings, friends. Senior game designer Slim Grant here to talk about the Bard. Stylish and flamboyant, the Bard uses the magic of music to defeat the enemies.
Wait, is this just a new class for some game?
This twisting of song
what
and
is
magic
this?
created a versatile gameplay opportunity we felt was compelling enough.
Why was there perfect world?
Class. Whether dazzling their enemies with dancing
logo,
lights, weaving in and out of the fray,
that's the same people.
A frenzied symphony of combat, the Bard never shies away from pulling out their instruments and stringing a few notes together. No matter what is needed, a Bard is always ready to take center stage and perform.
I'm assuming this is just a showcase for a class for some game people already play.
The Bard becomes a
but they didn't even show the title of the game, I think.
Their tales of triumph. With that, we have reached the last crescendo. But fret not, for we are not at the finale just yet. There is more to this ballad that will be revealed over the next few months, so please.
Few months, huh? If the game is still alive, I guess. Neverwinter. That was Neverwinter? It looked that bad? Okay. I remember, I think, playing it a little bit.
Loot River is essentially an action roguelike, which is about shifting dungeons around coming to Xbox and
oh yeah, those are people from the Superhot?
A new gameplay video which shows you controls of the game, a procedural generation used in the game, shows you some areas, bit of combat,
okay,
and perhaps a new thing or two that you didn't see in the trail.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Okay, let's actually take it a bit slower. Let's start. I'll show you some.
I was expecting something else from people that made Superhot. I guess he had Superhot VR t-shirt. Maybe that's a different studio.
And you attack with the right bumper. That's your standard attack.
Looking at those games just makes me appreciate Stone Shard even more, and I can't wait for the summer update with the new town and locations. We're gonna be playing Stone Shard a lot when the update drops. I don't know how long it's gonna be until the full game releases, but Stone Shard is like... Okay, this guy is so quiet.
Let's go to the first combat area now, the Sunken Village.
That's how far I'm gonna go. It doesn't really say anything interesting in a way. He's just explaining controls. Yeah, this presentation has like audio volume issues. It was super loud, now it's this one is like so quiet. I mean, it's kind of cool you're controlling the environment, but
not the best
Is it unique
idea,
enough?
unless you have a large weapon. So instead we could, you know,
I like the idea of moving stuff around, but
or we could skip them.
so it's like a puzzle together with the gameplay.
Big guy here instead is very dangerous. So what I'm gonna do instead is charge my attack and slam the platform into it. Right for
It's kind of cool.
You see, levels of Loot River are procedural, but they are handcrafted at the same time.
I'm not a big fan of the visual aspect of the game. I don't mind pixel art games, but this is not only pixel art, it's like super blurry, low detail.
You're already getting some interesting variations in the levels. Enemies evolve for combat on the
Oh, so it's gonna be level after level, same mechanic, okay. Yeah. This is kind of a pass for me. This one is a pass. The last game they were showing that looked like Castlevania, Witcher style indie pixel art game looked very, very cool that I could be playing in the future, but yeah, not this one probably.
You will visit many interesting places, obtain legendary weapons, meet unimaginable.
I don't think you are missing a lot if you can't hear the guy, because I mean, I almost went full volume on my OBS. It's their fault. Other trailers were like extremely loud. Are they using Loot or Loot River?
Loot River really has me intrigued. I really like what they're doing with the
everyone is using
and
super
the
weird fonts.
Platforming elements, so cool.
Yeah, and Demon Mirror has really great sound.
Or back with the beat.
You're just, dude, you're just saying that because you worked on that game.
Yeah.
So what do we got coming up next?
Up next, we have some dark and sinister titles, starting with a physical release trailer of a gorgeous and deadly first-person action runner. Then we're jumping into a spoof of a beloved stealth classic, and ending it with an exclusive trailer from our friends at Raw Fury.
Ending? 3 more games. Huh. I mean, there's more presentations today. We're just gonna be playing games. That's Ghost Runner. We already played this. Oh, it's a console release or something, maybe? That's the soundtrack I'm playing basically every day on stream. Super loud. Is this just a commercial or? This is a really good game. The soundtrack is 10 out of 10, the gameplay is 10 out of 10. If you haven't played Ghost Runner, then I definitely recommend it. Oh, Switch version, yeah. Yeah, I was... So it probably was already on consoles, on other consoles. I was expecting it to be just a different version. Okay. Huh, okay. I like the 3D aspect of the character. Visually it looks kinda cool, but there's not too much happening gameplay wise. Huh? Okay, that's a lot. I like the look of the game. I don't know if the gameplay sold me. Damn, next year, huh? Oh yeah, everyone's gonna copy this link for sure. Everyone's gonna copy your link for sure. Just say the name of the game and the wishlist of Steam.
Fog is corrupting every living creature.
Damn, the volume
There is
levels.
one that is immune. Who is this mighty hero? A slime? How can an adorable little slime fight against this? This? Or that? Wait, where did it get that sword? Is that a meteor shower? How? Ice breath? When did you get that? Now there are two of them? Alright. Slimes can be heroes. Grab a friend and save the world from oozy monsters and formidable bosses. Discover different weapons and create your own magical abilities to express the way you want to adventure in Slime Heroes.
I mean, for like a co-op kids game, doesn't look bad. Oh, this is an old game too, I think, right? Maybe? Maybe not. I remember... I've seen already a trailer of it on last E3 or something.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm so excited we could finally announce PS4 and PS5.
So it probably came out already on PC a long time ago.
Oh yeah. PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, Steam, Epic Game Store. Oh.
Basically, you'll be able to play Demon Turf anywhere.
Yep. But what is Demon Turf exactly? Well, Lucy, take it away.
Sure.
Why did they not pre-record it, but like called each other live or something? Or like recorded a live call. They were out of sync.
Epic quest. But enough of all that. Let's check out some gameplay, yo! Sizzle real time.
I mean, I always appreciate hand-drawn games. This one doesn't look like extremely good, but there is something unique about them for sure. There's not a lot of them.
Beavis' moveset in Demon Turf has a lot of depth.
Yeah, for sure. It's all about combined moves to feel badass.
One of my favorite examples is this tower climb. In the different ways you can skip so many parts of it.
It's probably, yeah, from what the guy said, it's probably a very good speedrun game.
Oh yeah, yanking enemies
It looks like it. It looks like one of those games people would speedrun.
Soaring through the skies.
A lot of skips and stuff.
Combine it all and you get to see
Kinda Mario style.
our incredible speedrunning community.
Still blows my mind every time.
Beginner or pro, we hope to see you pull off some of these moves when Demon Turf releases sometime later this year.
Bring it on.
A ghost? Zelda-like. There's a lot of games coming summer 2000. 21. Like a big period of time. Summer.
In 1972, a crack commando unit threw me in a prison for a crime I didn't
Why does it sound like 18?
You're under arrest for a crime you didn't commit.
Is it a bootleg Snake?
Hey, a coin.
Yeah, that is like Metal Gear.
Hey, buddy, I have no paper.
Here you are.
You saved my ass, literally.
You stole a one-eyed man's patch? That patch turned out to be handy to create a lethal weapon. What were you gonna shoot? Pebbles? Depleted uranium balls.
Okay. I mean, it looks interesting. Clearly, you can tell it's inspired by
The sewer was
Metal Gear Solid.
Assassin rats. Felt like I was a huge chunk of cheese.
Who's there? Damn cat. Who's there?
Another cat.
Fuck! Landmines! Wait!
It's kill or be killed.
On the metal. Nice. That looked fun. It's a fighting game. I'm so confused. Okay. Okay, whatever it was.
Hey, this is Matt, developer of Severed Steel, and I'm here to talk about some cool ways players have been playing the demo I released. So this level, you're typically supposed to kick that door open and deal with all the guys in the hallway. But players found a way to use the arm cannon to carve a hole to the left of the door like you saw, which gets you into this hallway. It's a little bit safer, and there's some nice weapons to find in there. A player did this cool thing where they throw their weapon down the hallway and then fight through the hallway. By the time you're at the end of the hallway, you're low on ammo or you're out of ammo, and you have a loaded weapon ready to go.
Why don't you just keep it on you? Unless you can have one weapon at the time.
Players have been doing cool stuff with manipulating AI. So you saw I just got wrecked kicking down that door. But if
Except
I
Elden
use
Ring?
the audio perception AI to kick a wall and lure them over, you can set up ambushes. That's really useful in the harder difficulty.
Well, we can talk about it after this presentation because it's probably over soon.
There's one stunt in the game.
There was a couple of games I wishlisted on Steam, so
To jump and kick off walls. And on my Discord,
there was
players
some cool
really
indie
crazy
stuff they
footage
showed
where
already.
In rooms like this with a really high ceiling, they are jumping and kicking off enemies to get loads of airtime they can use to get really stylish kills.
I mean, this game
In the arcade mode, you get points.
looks promising, I guess.
Kills, and getting that airtime and killing enemies upside down really can rack up your score. I didn't expect players would figure out more advanced stunts like this, but there's
Looks
a lot
like
of
just
really cool
fun,
players
chaotic,
doing stuff like that. Been really thrilled with how players.
fast-paced
And
action.
in one last clip, you could see some content that wasn't.
Looks kind of like blurry and low FPS, but
players asked
obviously
for enemy
it's
outlines
probably
to
not
help
the final
start out,
product.
So you can see I've added them here. And players asked for a double shotgun, which is
With games like this one, the fluidity is very
If you enjoyed
important.
this preview of Severed Steel, it's slated for PC release late summer of this year. And if you like what you saw, definitely give it a wishlist on Steam. If you are a console player, there are also PlayStation 4
Okay,
and
that's
Xbox
something
One
I could
releases
definitely
planned
wishlist and see
shortly after
the development in the future.
Thanks again.
One thing I definitely, if you like, I can definitely show you different trailers after this presentation. But one thing I was really glad. Oh, they already showed this game so many times. I was really glad they didn't cancel the project or anything. And they showed that they're still working on it yesterday. When I wasn't streaming, it was the Harold Halibut, I think it's called. Fully handmade game with the... when they like make all the figurines and all the sets by hand and they take pictures of it and add it to the game. That's why it's taking them so long to finish the game. It looks very, very cool and unique. I can show you the trailer after this. Yeah, yesterday there was like a lot of filler. There was nothing special going on. I had it like playing in the background. Then I rewatched all the cool trailers that I actually found interesting. We can watch them together after this. This game I don't know about. It's like... it looks kinda like whatever.
Thank you so much, Raw Fury, for that special exclusive footage. Up next, we have an exclusive reveal for one of the most bloodiest sprite-based action platformers I have ever seen. We will check in on a dark and beautiful pixel art RPG, help clean up a forensic nightmare, and then we are heading to an update from a mystical masterpiece from one of our Best of the Mix 2020 award winners. Grab your hazmat suit, Alex.
Oh, why?
Because we're about to go in and get grimy.
Wait, Stalker? No, there's no way they're gonna show Stalker here. Huh. Unless it's gonna be the Chernobylite game or whatever, or they're debating and it's an indie game. I think I've... wait, did I see this game before somewhere? The character looks similar. Butts. A very fitting name for a massacre, Butts. After what happened with COVID. Oh shit. Okay, you have my attention. I like the setting. Yo, this looks cool. Yo, this looks cool. What is this? I really like the setting and stuff. So there's looting. Fleshworm. There's a big thing about meat, yeah. Fleshworms. Kill or drop. Devouring. Death Rush. Nice name. Okay, this... okay. It earned a wish list for me. Oh, not even a date, nothing. Okay.
Hello, my name is Jacek Głowacki and I'm the head of company development at Draw Distance. We're established by Bluebird team and we've just
celebrated my left ear
12th birthday. Our goal
doesn't
right
like
now
it.
is to become a fully realized AA studio.
My name is Krzysztof Ziomba. I'm a writer and game designer at Draw Distance. We make games with unique stories and visual styles, excellent soundtracks.
Is this the other
Vampire
the Masquerade game? Yeah.
Our next game is its sequel, Serial Cleaners, a stealth action crime story set in 90s NYC.
Oh, this thing. Wait, is this
My name is Miki Maika, and I lead a team of 30 amazing game developers currently working on 3 different projects. Serial Cleaners is our biggest one so far.
Oh yeah, Serial. Okay, that's the interesting game they showed.
We're expanding, so come join us on our
The Discord open there. Leaked DMs. The Serial Cleaner looks kind of like an interesting idea. Yeah. They showed this before. It's about like cleaning the body and stuff before the police gets to you. Getting rid of stuff. There was a game like this before. And I'm not talking about the visceral cleanup. There was a game where you actually have to like sneak and remove bodies. It was like pixel art. This one is more 3D. I mean, looks interesting. Cool. White shadows.
Hello, we are Monaco, and we're a small, very small studio from Cologne in Germany. And what you see before you is our very first game, a cinematic platformer called White Shadows.
So White Shadows is basically a modern Fable. It drops you off in this huge, weird, vertical world that is called the White City, even though it's really, really dark.
Okay.
And in this White City, there are the rats and the wolves, and they're in charge, and then there's the pigs and the sheep.
Swearing,
who do all the work,
but then you
there's the
beep it
birds
out after.
Who are, or at least so they say, to blame for a deadly pandemic.
And then there's you, little raven.
Isn't this the
trying to change all
MCA?
that.
The Ride of the Valkyries,
So
or whatever the song is
this
called?
game is not really a puzzle platformer. It's more of a.
Isn't this the MCA?
It kind of drops you off in this really weird world, and if you imagine
It's so hard to tell with the
Tim Burton having a
classical
really
music.
weird little baby born in 1984, then you'd have this game.
It's black and white. It's dark. It has to do with a lot of stuff that is in our world today, and it's also really entertaining.
Oops, you're
as the developers
a
think that's
dev.
really funny.
I mean,
people who've played
you
it tell
telling
us
me
it's
that the
really,
game
really
is
dark.
entertaining
So-
doesn't really convince me, to be honest. You should be telling me what the game is about, not that it's entertaining. I mean, it looks interesting. It doesn't look bad, but I mean, is there enough to make me interested? The thing about many of those games is they say they come out this year and they don't show too much, so
माँ दुर्गा
it is
मुझे
worrying
आपकी जरूरत है
for them.
अपने दिल की सुनो राजी तुम्हें शक्ति मिल जाएगी
Subtitles? Hello?
लड़ो राजू, योद्धा बनो.
Is this like a version of a game that's already out? Or it's a laggy? I guess that's an old game that they remade.
Shout out to Raji. Congrats on winning Best of the Mix 2020. Such an awesome studio out of India, you know. Also, Bats is looking mad slick, if I don't say so myself. You know what I mean? But yeah, before we move on to the next segment, we want to say thanks to our broadcasting partners, Twitch, Steam, IGN, and of course, GameSpot. Thank you guys for all your help in hosting the stream.
Yep. And also, don't forget to check out the Guerrilla Collective event page on Steam to wishlist the games, play the demos from this event, as well as from Wholesome Direct, which is coming up next. We have a link on the Guerrilla Collective website.
Yeah, that's Wholesome, huh?
.com.
I guess we can start watching it and see if it's worth.
Tiny Build. We're doing gargantuan things.
No idea what it's gonna be about.
Indie developers. Let's creep around the corner and say hello to our neighbor devs working with Tiny Build.
Oh god, it's gonna be Hello Neighbor stuff.
Cooking up.
Are they gonna be still showing the Hello Neighbor next part? Oh, maybe they're gonna have different games. The Tiny Build is like a big block of indie games.
This is my game, Despot's game. I will give you a group of puny humans, and you will lead them to the end of the dungeon. If you can get past my cute little robots, zombie wombies, and flesh-eating cabbage rabbages. Despot's game is a roguelike auto-battler. That means that all the fighting happens automatically. It also means permadeath and randomly generated dungeons.
That's interesting.
In order to win, your humans will need weapons, or whatever you can find to use as a weapon. Combine different kinds of dumb items to create your own dumb army. Your army needs to be positioned, fed, and genetically modified.
Gotcha.
Just don't get too attached to your little humans. They'll be dropping
that guy
like
with a whip.
flies.
With a leather mask.
Let me tell you a little secret. If you make it far enough in the dungeon, you'll get the chance to fight other players! You probably
That's
think
kinda
I
cool.
came up with all this in order to raise a perfect army of mutated humans capable of conquering the universe, right? Wrong. I simply enjoy watching pathetic humans hit each other with refrigerators. You're in Despot's game now! Config Games bears no responsibility for salty tears, broken keyboards, busted screens, or therapy expenses due to the effects of extended gaming sessions.
That looks like a unique
children,
idea.
pregnant women, or people who have loud conversations on their phones in public.
That looks like a cool idea. I mean, there's not a lot of roguelikes that are the auto battlers like that. What is this? Like an herbalist simulator? Yeah, medieval herbalist simulator. Well, that's kind of a unique idea too. Yeah, that's 2 games in a row where the idea seems fresh. That looks like a very cozy game. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of those type of games, but it definitely looks interesting enough. Potion Craft. Demo available on Steam now. Cool.
This is Dustin.
And this is Eric from Animal.
And we're the creators of Ramen.
Along with our extremely small team of passionate
Ramen, nice. I like the title.
Ramen's a food fighting arena game with a bunch of quirks and twists.
And today we're going to show you one of our favorite game modes, along with a new work in progress mode that we've been working on.
Okay, this looks fun too.
So let's start with the meatball mode.
Yeah, and meatball mode, it's all about putting the meat in the hole, the goal hole. You gotta jump in and take control.
Like, what does that mean? It sounds good, but what does that mean?
Putting the meat in the hole.
It's basically kind of like Katamari, where the objective is to jump into a giant meatball, take control.
The game is called Raw, man.
Charge it up and shoot it into various goal locations.
I like the way those guys think.
All while basically avoiding enemies and the onslaught of food that they throw at you.
I mean, this looks like a super fast-paced, chaotic, fun game.
Work in progress game modes, but still a ton of fun. Players are now packing a boba blaster that shoots boba balls at a giant boba ball.
So it's all about
together with
putting balls in the hole.
Blast the giant boba ball into the opposing team's goal. But look, kills don't count in this mode, so prioritize getting the giant ball from A to B. But a few balls to the face never hurt anyone, so blast your foes to keep them from gaining control of the ball.
Blast your toes?
Foes.
Okay, bros, I guess.
Okay, this looks like a ridiculous stream-friendly game.
Yeah, it says, say something about meat chassis.
Oh, yeah, the old bag of meat and bones. You know, the players, the soup saviors. Players can customize their character almost however they want within our high-fashion, highly polished configurator zone.
Alright, well, within this configurator zone thing, when it comes to fashion, we got you covered with a trunk full of different culinary styles, vibes, and drips. Your soup slinger is yours to design and decorate. Honestly, the world is your oyster. Decorate to your heart's content.
Oh, and don't forget your old pop pal. I think it's time we wrap it up here.
Yeah, good idea. Thanks for tuning in to watch our video and giving us the opportunity to talk your ears off about Raw.
Cool.
Pretty excited about it.
Yeah,
that being said,
all
be sure
3
to hop into
games
our Discord so you can be part of the
from
playtest
Tiny
and
Build
help
so
us
far
perfect the recipe of ramen.
are all unique enough
Really
and cool looking.
It really means a lot and motivates us. Bye. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty. I love the name Raw, man. So is this fast food simulator? See, now my problem is all games they showed so far from Tiny Build were unique, and this one is nowhere close to being good. Oh, okay, now it's different. Okay. They proved me wrong. The game is 100% a fast food simulator. Graphically, it doesn't look that appealing. But I like that they show nice, I like that TTS Japanese voice speaking in English. Oh, there is the Hello Neighbor stuff, okay. Yeah, I was worried they're gonna just show this stuff and they actually had more Tiny Build games. See, this one is weird. The first Hello Neighbor...
Meet the creepy, AI-driven Mr. Peterson. This character has one mission, keeping you from discovering his secret.
This game is very popular amongst kids, but...
Hello, and welcome to Hello Neighbor 2.
The first one was like a...
You'll be playing as a local journalist named Quentin, who is suspicious of his creepy neighbor, Mr. Peterson. For those new to the Hello Neighbor franchise,
very slow burn.
This is Raven Brooks, the sort of town where everyone keeps to themselves and goes about their lives. Normally, you would too, except a bunch of people have gone missing.
Yeah, it seems like this one is just gonna...
Something strange about your neighbor, Mr. Peterson.
They're releasing so many betas and early access.
There have been rumors of children going to his house and never being heard from again.
But then when the game finally is fully released, it's actually good.
But no one has any proof. So people just try to avoid Mr. Peterson, his odd house, and ignore the strange sounds coming from his basement at night. You have a feeling that Mr. Peterson is behind all of the neighborhood disappearances, but no one believes in your ideas and theories. And while you normally wouldn't break into someone's house, you're the only one who believes something is wrong and has the guts to uncover the truth. When you break into Mr. Peterson's house, you'll be going against an AI that is constantly evolving.
Yeah, it's cool. The
Our
one
goal
thing
for
that's
Hello
cool.
Neighbor 2 is to provide unique player experiences. This is an experience that
this is what they
driven by
showed
the
in the
community.
past.
Mr. Peterson's behavior is the combination of a neural network and algorithms
That's actually
that allow him
cool.
to constantly learn from his experiences with everyone who plays our game. It begins with the collection of player activity. Mr. Peterson takes note of player behavior, whether or not most players are likely to hide in a closet, use a certain escape
See,
route,
like, he's
or certain
learning.
objects. As time progresses and he learns, Mr. Peterson's behavior may change and surprise you. How Mr. Peterson plays in one encounter with you
That's
might be
actually
different
really
from
cool.
the next, all due to his encounters with the game's community as a whole. In this way, the community's experience with Mr. Peterson changes over time, allowing for an AI that is developed through community actions, replayability, and great stories of neighborhood shenanigans. But these new experiences go beyond Mr. Peterson. In Hello Neighbor 2, players can interact with all characters in Raven Brooks, and these characters share the same AI core, but behave differently and have their own stories for you to discover. So while you might think you're just playing the game, you're really contributing to the development and improvement of Mr. Peterson's AI.
But then the question
this
is,
presentation of our AI and development gives you an idea of what to expect in Hello Neighbor 2.
They already
If you'd like
showed
to try an
this
early
stuff
access
before,
version of
but
Hello
it's
Neighbor
really
2,
cool.
You can wishlist the game on Steam and check out our alphas on the Microsoft Store. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in
the question is, like, how smart are they gonna make the AI, right? Because it can't always win, then the game is not fun.
Sailors.
Oh, this game they showed long time ago.
Not this again.
This looks promising. Trash Sailors. I have this wishlisted.
Pirate guide.
I wishlisted it last E3, I think.
Knows that the real treasure is friendship. Just kidding. It's trash.
It looks like the raft, and
It's everything. Fuel, building materials, and weapons. Seriously, just stuff in as much trash as you
it kind of
can
looks like
and
the
let her
Don't Starve mixed with Raft.
Just remember, this raft is your only home. Take good care of it, and if anyone dares set foot here, hit them with all you got. Too many greedy lovers want to get their hands on our marvelous,
Yeah, this looks cool,
beautiful
but you probably
trash.
need someone to play with. Feels
Defend
bad,
it
man.
to your last breath, and steer carefully. Oh, and don't forget to fix anything that breaks. Ah, scurvy bilge-sucking son of a seagull! If your enemies get close, and the good old ship's cannons aren't enough, try the newfangled trash technology. You have countless aces up your sleeve. Use anything you get your hands on. They want to steal our trash? Let them try. We'll hit them with everything we got.
Looks like a very fun game to play with friends. Coming soon, still no release date. I mean, they showed this game last year.
Tiny Build. They are producing and publishing some of the most amazing indie titles coming out. Ramen is looking real fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah, Tiny Build is good shit. They have a lot of good games.
We're going to head out with an exclusive, humbling conversation that we had with Innersloth, the team behind Among Us, and check in on some fun and upbeat games, as well as take a trip back to the arcade with some fun retro throwback games.
And before we finish everything,
Didn't they say there's gonna be something big?
To go to an exclusive interview with our friends at Limited Run Games. Let's rock.
What is?
Welcome back to the Guerrilla Collective. We have Marcus Bromander and Adria Wallach from the Innersloth dev team. Super
Oh
happy
god,
to
is there
have
gonna
you
be something
guys,
interesting still?
hopping on the Guerrilla Collective
Among
for
Us,
an
I really don't
interview.
care. I couldn't care
Tell us
less.
about yourselves.
Hey, I'm Marcus, also known as Puffballs United. I'm one of the co-founders of Innersloth. I worked on a lot of the art, sound design, game design, and miscellaneous other spots in the game, but no coding.
I mean, man, games like Among Us, games like
which means I live
Fall
in the code,
Guys,
I make a bunch
those
of
are
lists
huge
to tell the
hits,
other
but then they
programmers
die
what
out
to do,
very
and
fast.
I fix bugs.
And I mean, people still play them,
You a little
so they
bit,
make more content,
about
but
the team and go into what you have in store for the game.
It's kind of like the Fortnite effect. When the game is so popular, you're just sick and tired of hearing about it because everyone talks about it. It's so mainstream.
People who don't know,
you
where
like
did your studio name
you go out and you hear like kids in a
repping the team?
grocery store talking about the game, and you're just like over it.
When we first formed our company, me and Forrest, we were trying to come up with a name, and we were kind of just.
I don't know if we should be watching this because
so we went on
they were saying that there's gonna be more, but
just like click through.
I don't care about Among Us.
And Inner Sloth just kind of felt. For me, it was like I have the motivation to make stuff, but like the inside of me is kind of lazy, kind of it's hard to get motivated sometimes. So that the sloth really stuck to me there.
You know, some people think that success is overnight, but you have all been grinding to make things happen with such a small team.
I don't think any of the presentations overlap, so I don't think we're gonna be missing out on anything else.
I would say, I mean, just in general, going from 3 people to where
there is gonna be something.
Is such a different work environment completely.
Some other presentation soon,
on the same page
but then Ubisoft is like
we're still learning how to do meetings. Have to start.
Ubisoft
happening.
starts in 3 hours, I think, so we have a lot of time.
One person, and then things go from there. And now I have to make sure to tell everyone, and I have to learn how to write design docs. I can't just have it in my head.
We could play either.
That's dope.
Chivalry,
like an integral part of,
or maybe Binding of Isaac,
with helping out early on, you know, with the mega booth, and then
something
really
online that we can always
jam and been involved in so
stop
many
when
projects.
going for the more
how has
presentations.
I understand how you kind of joined the team. How
yeah, Fortnite. I mean, you
like,
can. I did play a lot of Fortnite when it came out.
And everybody on the team.
It's been,
you can hate
it's been fun to be sort of in
Fortnite all you want. You can hate Epic Games all you want, but the truth is, thanks to Fortnite, gaming got mainstream. All the like big famous people started all of a sudden caring about and playing video games. It got cool. People were not making fun of you for being a nerd, and it was like cool to be a nerd all of a sudden.
Yeah, I came on.
And Epic Games, people can shit on Epic Games all they want, but they don't realize Epic is like the only reason that Steam needs to get better, because one, they give more money to the devs, and they don't like take 30 or 50 or something extreme from all the devs that wants to sell their games, and they also support the Unreal Engine and all the devs making games, so it's like they do so much for gaming. People don't even realize. All they care about is, oh, I need to install another launcher. I'm angry because I can't use Steam for everything. And yes, it sucks that there's games that are exclusives to one platform. It's never cool to have an exclusive for anything. But I mean,
just all of the like.
Steam would be doing the same if they were not as popular as they are right now. And all the Zoomers don't remember that
amazing stuff.
When Steam came out, everyone hated on it. It was like, to play Counter-Strike, I have to download like a launcher, and everyone was shitting on Steam. And the Steam was so bad, it was crashing all the time. So now you have Steam years and years after.
What can you share with everyone,
you know, with all the support for everything?
For Among Us.
And people think like
players coming, which means
nothing
need
can
more colors, there's only 12
match
in
the
game.
Quality of Steam, but Steam was shit when it released
so
too.
We're going to add
it was
6
like worse than
colors.
shit. It was terrible.
I don't know if
it didn't work. It was like crashing and servers were dying all the time.
I feel like we could say that we did at one point have a color named Barf that is
so
not
like
zoned.
I mean,
So
what is that?
You can be angry
speckled yellow or something?
that you can't buy a game on Steam because Epic bought the exclusivity for a year or something, but like shitting on Epic and Fortnite is kind of
like the barf emoji.
It's kind of
Oh, okay.
showing
I for one am
that you don't know anything about like the gaming industry. You just state your opinion that's wrong.
Bring back Barf.
You can have your opinion, but it doesn't mean that it's the right
How do you come up with like?
thing.
Because it seems interesting. That just that you're just talking about, you know, having the barf colors. How do you come up, you know, with these different?
I'm not sure if they're going to be showing something else than Among Us.
The colors
they
are
said
super
they
hard.
will,
We're
but
trying to move away from having colors be the main identifier for each character.
Cool.
So we want to lean more into cosmetics and names. So, but we still want to make them, at least
one second, I'm gonna go full screen for a second. I don't think
So
anyone
have to,
cares
like, pull
about
up all
this
the colors we have, and then
Among
think
Us
about, like,
background
look
gameplay.
at the color wheel and go, okay, maybe.
Give me a
not
second, I'm
anything
gonna
in
see
this
what's
logo,
next
I'll try
after
something
this.
Here. And I compare them together, and it's like, this one does look really similar to blue, or like
Guerrilla
I could see this one
Collective.
getting mixed
Okay,
up
so
with purple or something.
oh, in 50 minutes.
But eventually, we're just
there's the
gonna have to
wholesome
kind of
direct, whatever it is. I
move
have
away
no
from that
idea.
and not
Wholesome
worry about it as
direct.
much.
And then Ubisoft.
It's awesome to have
pre-show.
you guys. Thank you guys for
8 p.m.
you know,
and 9 p.m.
joining us for
Ubisoft
this.
Forward.
Is there
Wholesome
anything
direct.
that you want
What
to
is
tell
this?
the fans? Because there's going to be a lot of people probably watching this who want to know about something straight from the team.
I mean, just thank you. That's the
Ooblets, Para
one that's
Lives,
always
we are
there. Thank you for playing.
OFK,
Thank you for liking the game.
One Glow Bay.
Yeah, it's kind of that's the same sentiment
mean,
here. It's great. It's mind-boggling.
I guess we can check
to
it
be
out.
Working on a game that this many people play and get like such an enjoyment out. Like I get texts from friends who are like, "Oh, my 12-year-old was playing with his friends and was bragging about knowing that his mom knows you," and I'm just like, "Aw."
That is awesome. But yeah, thank you so
I mean,
much.
from those types of games, I would
joining us.
expect a kid to be like,
We
"Mom, I
appreciate
played Among Us and people yelled
amazing.
racial slurs at me."
And we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
So I'm not sure if that story she said is real or not, but okay. Another simulator, a casino simulator. Blooming business casino. Okay, interesting. I mean, there's a lot of games like this one, but... Huh. Okay, this, I mean, this looks like one of those games that's like made by one person. Very simple looking, but at the same time, it could be fun. Of course, depending on how well made it is, because in a game like this, you know, shitty netcode, or all of a sudden the game is only LAN, supporting LAN, it's not multiplayer. Most of the time, that's what happens with those type of games. It looks decent though. It looks like a $1 game that you buy and you have huge value out of it. Robodunk. Yeah.
And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. King of the Hat is coming to Steam. King of the Hat is coming to the moment you've all been waiting for. Which means that you can wishlist the game. If you wishlist the game right now, you can win. You can win a washing machine.
Success.
Can they say that?
And if you wishlist the game right now, you can win a sticker.
Damn.
Wow! Which is the game? You might be entered into a contest. You might be able to spin every wheel.
It's like a typical Zoomer trailer. So random.
Do it for yourself. Do it to get back at your enemy. Hit the button and win! King of the Hat wishes the game right now.
This looks like the Yeti This looked like the Yetis from Spelunky. www.hotgg. That's a cool URL. Okay. Is this just text reading simulator? I mean, if she was like doing tricks and stuff, and it looked more fluid, that it could be cool, but this looks like I said before about the side-scroller games. You either see like a side-scroller game that's really, really well made, or you see this, where you just go from left to right, and that's the game. Left to right, text. Left to right, text. Left to right, text. And I'm not a... I mean, if it's for you, then go ahead, but I need like more involving gameplay. It's a Kickstarter game. What is this, anime painting game? No, no, is this the gameplay? Oh god. And before you can date the old man. Huh. I don't know about that one. I don't know. The gameplay looks kinda weird. Kitsune Tales? Why would you show him jumping on top of the enemies that you couldn't kill? Oh god, relationships with pixel anime waifus. Really, Switch? Wait, a game like this on Switch, how much is it?
Well, not anymore. Thanks to Whitewater Wipeout by Chuhai Labs.
Is a game like this on Switch like 200
I can finally commit the cool
in my
crime.
country, or $60?
Surfing, featuring pure
That would be crazy.
Nar style and conviction. What does that even mean?
What's this?
Playdate game.
Yeah, Jeff? Yeah, I'm on set. I have no idea what the script is. No, I'm not gonna hold.
I'm Mihoko. I play Whitewater Wipeout.
Is this okay? I mean, they what? Hello? You can clearly like tell what. I mean, you can clearly tell when some people have an idea how to make a trailer for your game, and
garment cleaning excellence. Our customers come
some people
for
just
the
have no idea
top-of-the-line deluxe washing machines,
how to use
but they
those couple
stay for our professional service.
minutes of the
Now
presentation
pick up the
to
clothes and
present
load
their
them
game.
into an empty machine. Wait a few minutes, then transfer to a dryer. While you're waiting, Make sure to pick up discarded coffee cups and throw them in the trash. Thank you for choosing Arcade Mania. If you want to level up your takings and grow your arcade, just follow our simple 3-step plan.
Is this like the
1. Play your new
coin game?
and set a killer high score. 2. Now watch as customers
It's
drop
like coin
quarters
game,
trying to beat your score
but
while
probably
you
worse.
sit back and make fat profits. 3. Use your takings to buy a brand new cabinet from Arcade Mania. Just use your personal computer to surf the internet, and you can order online. Now just wait for your new purchase to arrive and do it all again. Play, profit, purchase. Play, profit, purchase. Play, profit, pest control, purchase! With these steps, your arcade is guaranteed to grow and expand into a glorious arcade paradise full of our biggest hits. Good luck, and always choose Arcade Mania. Always use the brush for particularly stubborn waste matter. All that remains to be said is, welcome to King Wash Laundry.
Arcade Paradise. From rags to pixels. I mean, it's one of those cases when you're like, you could just play coin game.
From Limited Run Games. What is happening, Doug?
Not much, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, it's so awesome that Limited Run, you know, has reached its 5-year anniversary. Can you tell the people about Limited Run Games? If you know, folks that aren't familiar with it.
Yeah, so Limited Run Games, we I started the company with my co-founder Josh.
Yeah, I forgot
We started in
it's the
October
Octodot people.
as a response to his dev company, Mighty Rabbit Studios, having trouble staying in business. We were off a big project
PS
and we didn't
Vita
have a whole lot of work to do.
in a
so
box,
we were like, how do
game
we
in a
stay
box for PS
business?
Vita.
And
I've never seen that
his
before.
biggest thing was we had one game on Vita called Breach and Clear, and he was like, you know, it'd be cool to at least preserve this game even if nobody wants it, so that way I have some proof that I did something and it's not all digital. So we did that, and we sold the game in October, and it sold out in 108 minutes, and kind of blossomed from there. You know, got contacted by Epic, Oddworld, WayForward, started really pulling in the partners, and we've done like over, I think, like close to 700, 800 individual releases now.
That is wild. Super crazy, man. Like, what is like one of the highlights of your career in Limited Run Games, or what you've done?
Yeah, there's a lot. So we had like a wish list.
This guy has like a huge Weeb figurine collection.
All of those,
Let
like,
me start a poll in chat.
Things is Scott Pilgrim, because
yes.
that was like one of the founding pillars of what we wanted to do. And then for personally, like working with Suda on No More Heroes was a huge deal for me. Working with John Romero on Sigil, doing Command and Conquer with EA. We've just done a whole lot of cool stuff that I never thought we'd be able to. And I've talked to a lot of heroes I've always had, and it's like, I don't know. Oh, the Jay and Silent Bob game is a huge deal for me. Like, you know, without Kevin Smith, Josh and I would never have amended a
There we go.
that we
We're
had
gonna be watching still the E3, but you can vote
you know,
whenever
what I
there is
think
no
really
presentation if you want.
is just your
Binding of
idea
Isaac or
doing
Chivalry.
things in that, you know, in a limited quantity.
We can play
Can
both.
you kind of talk about like how, like what kind of different packages that you guys put together?
Yeah, so when Limited Run started off, we were definitely very limited, and the reasoning for that was
There is a
one,
poll in chat going on.
resources to do
I'm gonna leave it for 10
minutes
minutes.
overstock, because we can't afford to just sit on a product that takes years to sell out.
Yeah, for sure.
We started off with limited stuff, and as we got bigger, we decided with Switch, like, hey, we have no idea.
I'm not sure if we're gonna be watching the
pre-orders, and that worked out really well. And then with the pandemic hitting, we were like, you know what, let's just
the wholesome or
use
whatever
most of our stuff going forward. And I think the reception's been a lot better. So
it's
we're
called.
limited in like the amount of time basically now versus
Presentation.
the amount of unit, which I think is a better approach, because
That's gonna be happening
gives
next
people a chance to get it, and it's
in
not
30 minutes.
so much that like, oh, I missed out.
But then we definitely can
I mean, people
watch
still miss out, but now we work with places
Ubisoft
like Best Buy,
and stuff.
Amazon, and GameStop, and some of our games are available at retail, which is another
Or
cool
later
thing for our
on.
developers, because you know, as when you're younger, you're like, man, I wish one day my games could be on the store shelf, and now they can.
That's so cool.
And yeah, then we offer vinyl. We do.
I mean, from what this guy is
collector's
saying,
editions, press kits for companies.
I
We do a
understand
whole lot
it's
of stuff
like
now that's pretty amazing. We're
probably
always looking
important.
to
Oh, I have the
expand. We're doing
Peep-Boy.
retro
He has
stuff.
the
We did
Peep-Boy on the
for
left. I
Games
have the
on
same one. from the collector's edition of
It's awesome. I'm really happy with
Fallout
this. Any idea
4.
You know, if an employee or coworker
Not
has
the
an
best
idea, it's
game,
like, why don't
but
we run with it and see what
cool,
happens?
very cool collector's
Just
edition.
test it out, 'cause you know what? If you like it, maybe there's an audience for it.
You guys have an event coming up. Can you plug it real quick? I think everybody should watch
Yeah, what I was
it.
saying,
Talk about
Yeah,
your
we're doing
upcoming
our-
releases and
understand it's kind of cool and maybe it matters in the industry to have your games
It's going to be on June 14th at
on
4
shelves
p.m.
and boxes, but the future is digital, so no one cares about boxes, only like collectors and stuff.
64 on his own, so it's got the similar humor, and I don't know, we just watched actually the draft of the video and it's really funny, and I'm kind of shocked actually that it came together so well.
That is so awesome. I hope everybody could check that out. You know, where can we find you? More information about limited run games and everything that you guys are doing.
Yeah, go to our website, limitedrungames.com. There's a mailing list option. Our Twitter, we update frequently at Limited Run Games. We have a Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/limitedrungames. Pretty much any website you go to, just add /limitedrungames. You might find us. I think at one point we even had like a Tumblr account, so we were everywhere.
And a website.
Maybe a Pinterest account. I don't know.
Dope. Well, thank you so much, Doug. It's awesome to see you guys flourish. Happy 5th anniversary, and everybody go check out LRG3, right?
Yep. Thank you so much.
For sure. Talk to you later.
Later, man.
The Inner Sloth team was so humble, and they've had such a great journey. Congrats to them. Also, Limited Run.
Please show something decent still. Tell me I wasn't watching the Among Us presentation at the end for nothing.
In a physical kind of space, so many great games and devs that have blessed the Guerrilla Collective this year. Shout out to them, and thank you guys for joining us.
Yes, and be sure to check out the Guerrilla Collective event page on Steam.
Is this the end,
You can learn more
actually?
about these games, buy the games that are available now, or add the games to your wish list for the games that have not been released yet. Wish lists help, so do it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
We also want to thank everybody who was involved to making this production possible.
Okay, I think that's actually the end.
Of course, thank you so much, Alex. It's so great to be in this space. The mix team, of course, AV Society, Timmy, Code 32, Fully Illustrated, everybody that has contributed. Also, thanks once again to our sponsors and broadcasting partners for their support. GameSpot, Twitch, IGN, and Steam. You guys are awesome for hosting the stream.
I think that's it.
Also, we want to shout out to our